What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Velo, but before we get started, if you're not a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. Okay, so Velo, we are on the 4-day candlesticks here with Velo, and I have Velo on the left and Bitcoin over here on the right. Now, this is Bitcoin back in 2016 and 2017. As you can see, Bitcoin was forming an uptrend here after a big bear market that had just happened on Bitcoin. So we had this big bear market here, and then we started forming this uptrend. Now, the reason I bring this up is because when these uptrends are forming, you can see that there's a lot of choppiness, right? Before the uptrend goes full force and really starts to take off, there's a lot of choppiness here, a lot of bouncing around, a lot of people getting shaken out, a lot of FOMO buying and then a correction, and then a lot of FOMO buying and a correction. So people are getting chopped up. And that's what an early uptrend looks like because it hasn't built enough momentum to really be going straight vertical yet. So there's a lot more choppiness, a lot more volatility. And as that price continues to establish itself, then you get more of a vertical kind of price action, right? Where price is just going vertical and you're in a huge uptrend. Now, if we go back over to how we had this before and just look at Velo here, you can see that's exactly what Velo is doing, right? We have our downtrend over here. We're starting to bottom out and there is choppiness. You know, we're basically doing the exact thing that Bitcoin did over here, where price is bouncing up, getting rejected, bouncing up, getting rejected, and chopping around. And once it starts to build enough momentum, then you're going to see price really go vertical here. A lot like how Bitcoin did, where price goes vertical and there isn't as much choppiness and the trend really gets established and you start to see a lot more upside. So that's what I see coming here on Velo over this year, 2025, is a huge vertical move. And again, these two charts are very similar in almost every single way that you can think of. The structure between these two charts is extremely similar. The psychology going on here with Velo is very similar as well. When price is down like this significantly, a lot of people are going to be panic selling their coins, you know, not only in the short term with price being down right here, but also in the big picture at the very bottom of this downtrend. A lot of people are going to be panic selling their coins, right? But as the market bottoms out and as it establishes that uptrend, all those people that were panic selling end up regretting it later because, you know, you don't want to panic sell anything. That's why Warren Buffett says, be greedy when other people are fearful and fearful when other people are greedy. So you definitely want to take advantage of people's fear and buy that panic because that's when the opportunity is the highest. When people are scared, when they think the sky is falling, and when everybody's panic selling, whether in the short term or in the big picture, that's going to provide the best risk to reward ratio and the best opportunity for picking up whatever you're buying. And I think that's completely true here for Velo. We're very undervalued in the big picture, and we're also undervalued in the short term as we rejected off 3.8 cents and came back down to about 1.7 cents per coin. So I think what will happen here is a big reversal, just like what happened on Bitcoin, a big breakout in the big picture and a lot of upside for this coin. Now, in the very short term with Velo, if we go into the 45-minute time frame and take a look at what's happening here, we do see a double bottom structure here. We can see our left side right here, and then we have our right side of the double bottom forming here. So basically, when you have these double bottom patterns, you want to find the resistance area, which is right here. And once you break that resistance level, it confirms the pattern. So a double bottom looks like this, right? Comes down, hits a low, comes back down and can't break below that level. Then it pushes up through the resistance level, and that's right here. And that's what a double bottom looks like, right? Just like that. And you can see that that's what we're doing here with Velo. We have our first low right here, and then we bounced up and we came back down for the second low. And what I think will happen and what I'm watching for to happen is a bounce off of that level and a break up through this resistance level. Once it breaks this resistance level, it confirms the pattern. And then you have a minimum target based on that breakout. And the minimum target here in the short term on the 45-minute is the height of the double bottom placed at the resistance level. And that gives you the minimum target for that pattern, which is 0.03 cents here. So that's a really, really good looking setup here with Velo. Loving this double bottom structure here on the 45-minute time frame. Now let's go out to the daily and do a little bit more analysis here on these smaller time frames. Here on the daily candlesticks, you guys can see, again, we did have a pullback here. So a lot of people are going to be panic selling, wondering if this thing's going to take off again, or really what's going to happen here with Velo. But from an Elliott wave perspective, this is an expanded flat correction. So we have our A wave here, our B wave that goes up above wave 0. That's why it's expanded. Instead of a regular ABC zigzag, that B wave goes up above wave 0 in the expanded flat correction. And that's what I see here with Velo. So this is a very, very good buying opportunity based on this ABC correction. Just like how buying this ABC correction, which we did back last year, was a really good opportunity because of this correction, this regular zigzag correction. This is the same thing right now for Velo. We have an expanded flat correction, which is a very good buying opportunity. And you can even see the Elliott waves here pretty clearly. Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Oops, 5 right there. And then expanded flat. So that looks really good, you guys. I love this setup here. I think we will break out based on that double bottom pattern on the 45-minute time frame, which, like I said, will take us up towards 3 cents. And that will lead us to kind of a bigger picture reversal. And I believe Velo will continue to follow that structure that I was showing you between Velo and Bitcoin. And in fact, if we go to my X account, you guys can see just one more time to really drill this into your mind so you can remember what these patterns look like. You can see Bitcoin on the right and Velo over here on the left. And that same structure, right? That same choppiness, that same early uptrend where you're clearly forming higher highs and higher lows, but it's not completely vertical yet. Price hasn't gone into price discovery. Price hasn't gone parabolic. You're just in that early uptrend where you're still building momentum, still building strength. A lot of people are still skeptical because it's not abundantly clear that you're in a bull market. And that's really the best times to be buying, is early on, where people are not expecting it, where people are skeptical, where people are questioning whether a bull market will happen. That's the time where if you can buy in, then you're going to be rewarded financially significantly. If you can have a little extra faith than most people and buy when other people are fearful, buy when other people are skeptical, then you put yourself ahead of the curve and you're able to get in really early before they take off. That's what I see here with Velo. That's what we've done with a bunch of different coins. You know, we've been buying Dogecoin, for example. We started buying Dogecoin very, very, very early on based on this exact thing, buying people's fear, right? So in this ABC correction here on Dogecoin, down here at 6 cents when nobody cared about Dogecoin, based on that ABC correction, we started accumulating Dogecoin in preparation for a reversal. Everybody was skeptical. A lot of people were panic selling and fearful of the market. And you can see price bottomed out, you know. And then they got all excited right here when it was obvious that Dogecoin was going up. And of course, the market had to pull back because there was too much excitement, too much hype in the market. So that's kind of what you want to do, right? You want to get in early on where it's choppy, where people are panic selling, or even right now on Dogecoin, right? I know this video is about Velo, but just for the purpose of teaching you guys, even like right now on Dogecoin is a great opportunity because we're down from our peak. People are short-term afraid of the markets. You know, they're scared of what could happen. There's FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And you can buy that and make money on buying that, just like how we did right here where I started posting a lot of videos about Dogecoin in preparation for a breakout based on this pullback last year over the summer when Dogecoin pulled back from 22 cents down to 8 cents. I started making a lot of videos letting you guys know, hey, people are fearful, people are skeptical, there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Lay that aside, focus on faith, focus on the charts, focus on being greedy when other people are fearful, and then you can buy the dip, like right here, and you can go back and look at my videos. I made a lot of videos about Dogecoin right at this area before it took off, just because of being greedy when other people are fearful early on in these uptrends before they take off. Because once the uptrend's in full force, price is going so vertical, you want to be in before that to make the most money. Because once it's going vertical, you don't know where it's going to top out at. You don't want to FOMO buy. So buy the dip, buy where people are fearful. Don't have a fear of missing out. Don't FOMO. Buy when people are fearful, when people are scared, and then you're positioned correctly for when the pump comes. And that's what I see here with Velo. So yeah, that's my update on Velo. Big things coming. Thank you guys for taking the time to tune into today's little video. Hopefully you learned something, found it valuable, and I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I love and appreciate every single one of you. If you enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. And as always, stay profitable out there.